Most U.S. presidents use their farewell address to brag about their accomplishments and to predict how great things are going to be for the country. But not President Dwight D. Eisenhower. He used his final speech to deliver a series of dire warnings to the American people. And unfortunately, those warnings have all come true.
We must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex.
Eisenhower was a five-star general, so for him to criticize the cozy relationship between weapons manufacturers and the government was a pretty big deal. But what he observed has only gotten worse. Today, when a politician advocates for war, we never know whether it's because that military action is in the best interests of our country, or just in the best interests of the defense companies that make big political campaign donations to that politician.
Public policy could itself become the captive of a scientific, technological elite.
In the early 60s, computers were still too large and too expensive for regular people to buy. But universities, big businesses, and the government were buying them in droves. Eisenhower saw where this was headed. If society depends on institutions that depend on computers, then whoever controls the computers has power over everyone. And that's exactly where we are today. We're so dependent on these systems that almost every aspect of our lives is controlled by a handful of Silicon Valley tycoons.
We face a hostile ideology, global in scope, atheistic in character, ruthless in purpose, and insidious in method.
By the time Eisenhower left office, the Cold War was in full swing. But he understood that this wasn't just a political conflict between the United States and the Soviet Union. It was a battle of philosophies. A philosophy of life that says each unique human being deserves respect, is valuable, and is born to be free and to fulfill his or her potential. And a philosophy of death that says we're born to be cogs in a machine, a collective, and the collective will take care of us as long as we give it complete power over our lives. Now, the Soviet Union may have collapsed, but that philosophy of death took deep root in our culture, and it's still gaining strength today. With these warnings in his farewell address, Eisenhower showed us in 1961 that he knew what was coming. The question that confronts us today is, now that it's all here, what are we going to do about it?